Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Kelly's Bead Boutique. So today we're going back to the classics. We're going to take some leather and some classic pearls and create something fabulous. This one's never going to go out of style. It's going to be one of your favorites. If you want to see what I'm making, come and join me. So to make our bracelet today, I'm starting with about 36 inches of 2mm leather. I also have about 20 inches of a 3-ply Irish wax linen. I have 4 pearls, and these have large holes in them. And I'm also going to be using a couple of these tiara cast crimpable ends. I have a toggle and some jump rings. And for tools, I'm going to be using a barrel knot tube. I have a pair of cutters. I have a pair of bent chain nose pliers, and we're going to be using a little bit of GS Hypo cement and a little bit of painter's tape. And I'm also going to be using a clipboard. So let's get started. Take my leather and I'm just going to cut it in half so that I have 2 equal pieces about 18 inches long. And this is more than enough leather. I just always like to work with a little bit more than a little bit less. So the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to take this and put it, the end in the clipboard, and it doesn't matter how much you put in there because again, we've got tons of leather. So if you don't have a clipboard, you could use one of those little bullnose clips, or you could tape this down onto your work surface, whatever works best, but I find the clipboard works really well. All right, so I'm going to take my Irish wax linen and fold it in half, and I want to find the center point. I'm then going to take that center point and place it behind the leather. And then I'm going to be making a square knot. Now I want to place this about 2 to 3 inches away from the end. If you've got a small wrist, you can get away with 2 inches. If you have a bigger wrist, you might want to make it just a little bit longer. But you don't want to go too much because you don't want to run out of leather. Okay, so now I'm going to create my first side of the square knot. So I want to bring this tail over to create a bit of a P. And then I'm going to bring this one over top of that. And now this tail has to go underneath and up through that hole. So I'm going to bring that up through there. And I want to make sure that I keep exactly the same on each side. So before I tighten that up, I'm just going to run my fingers down the end of it and make sure that I'm even. And those are exactly even. So you want to make sure that you are even because you don't want to run out of your Irish wax linen. So now I'm going to find my point there at about 2 to 3 inches, and I'm going to tighten that up. Now I'm going to do the left side. So I'm going to do my backwards one, or sort of like a Q. Take that tail, go over top, and now I'm going to go underneath and then up through that hole. And that's all we're going to do is create one square knot like that. We're just trying to get this to stay on to the leather. Now I'm going to pull that off of there, and I have to do a barrel knot. So let's make sure that's nice and tight. Pull it really tight. And now I'm going to take my barrel knot tube and I'm going to place it just right on top. And now I'm going to sort of work around this whole thing. So what I'm trying to do is encapsulate this Irish wax linen with my leather. So I'm going to take the one that's furthest away from me and go underneath and around. And then I'm going to go one more time and one more final time. And I'm always working towards my left hand. And then I'm going to take that tail and I'm going to come in the back side of it, go in the back of the tube, and then it comes out there. So I'm going to pull that tube out, and then I'm going to pull that nice and tight. Now I want to make sure before I tighten it up that I am over top of that little square knot that I made. And it's really hard to see with the black because I'm using black and black, but I can tell that it is covered. So now I've got to tighten with that one, and it's sort of a push and pull thing. I want to also tighten with my Irish wax linen, and there we go. So now I have that attached, but you can't see it. It's sort of stuck underneath there, which is exactly what we want. All right, so now what I want to do is take my beads and place them on my Irish wax linen. So we're going to be using 4 beads today, so I'm just going to place those on there. Now I do find it a little bit easier for demonstration purposes to take a little piece of painter's tape, and I'm going to just sort of stick that at the bottom. Next, we're going to take this bead and I'm going to push it up as far as I can get it. So I want to take my leather and create another square knot. So I'm going to go over top of my Irish wax linen, and I'm going to take my left one, and then I'm going to go up through that hole. And I'm going to do that nice and tight. So the first one's a little bit, odd to do until you get used to what you're doing. So you can see that that's pushing the pearl up. So what I do is I take my fingers and I push that down so that the pearl is in exactly where I want it to. And then I tighten up on both sides. I want to have that really, really snug, but I don't want that pearl popping up. So you kind of have to, jockey it into position. Now I'm going to do the second half of my square knot. So I'm going to do my Q, take my tail, go over, and then I'm going to go up through that hole. And then we're going to make sure that this is nice and snug. So I'll pull that really tight. And I find the best way to do it is to put my fingers on top of it and then pull. Otherwise it tends to pop up. So now we've got our first bead in there. So now I'm going to pull up my next bead and I'm going to do another square knot. So I've got my P, go over top and up through the hole. And you want to make sure that you're getting that in there nice and snug. And sometimes it can take a little bit of jockeying. I actually find it easier to do this in my hand than on the board like this, but it's really hard for me to show you. So this way is easier to show you. But I just don't have as much sort of tension. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. So I do my Q. So go over top and up through the hole. And make that nice and snug. And you can pull down on the Irish wax linen to make sure that those pearls are in there nice and tight. So I'm pulling on each side. So now you can see that that's really nice and snug in there. All right, I'm going to do my next one. This bracelet whips up in no time at all. So go over top and then take that tail and go over top, underneath and up through the hole. And these pearls aren't exactly round, they're a little bit sort of oblong. So they will sort of pop up a little bit, but when you have it on, you'll never notice that at all. All right, I just find the side that I want the best and then make that nice and tight and then do my other side. So go over top, take that tail and go over top there and then up through the hole. And just keep pulling on your Irish wax linen to make sure that that is all staying in there nice and snug. So I'm really kind of tugging on everything and you can see how cute this is looking. And now we're on to our last one. So I've moved up my last one and now I'm going to remove it from my board. And what I do is I tie a succession of knots on the end of the Irish wax linen. And the only reason I'm doing that is I want to create a bit of bulk so that I'm making a knot on the end just so that the bead doesn't pop off. So I'm just going to do that, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. I just want to create a bulky enough knot so that it won't pop off of there. So you can do as many as you like. There we go. And then I'm going to take a little bit of GS Hypo and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on there. All right. So now what I want to do is I don't want to trim that off. I want to bring this leather around and I'm going to do another barrel knot just like I did at the beginning. So now we're going to create a barrel knot at the end. So now I'm just going to take the tube and I'm going to place it in between and I'm going to create a knot. So I'm going to take the furthest one away from me and wrap around once, twice, 3 times, working towards my left hand. I'm going to take that tail, push it through, and pull out the tube, and then I'm going to tighten that up. Now you want to make sure when you're tightening it up that you are actually going up as high as you can get it so that you're encapsulating that little knot that you made and getting that in there. So what I do is I take my tail of my Irish wax linen and pull on it so that it's in there nice and tight. And then I am going to pull on these knots and get them exactly where I want. And that's what we want. So it's just nice and snug. So I just keep sort of pulling, getting everything nice and tight. Now be careful, you don't want to pull so tight that you break your leather. That is a possibility if you go a little too crazy. But now you can see how nicely that is all in there, and you would never even know how those pearls get in there. They look like they're floating, which is what I really like. So now I'm going to separate this leather, and with a nice sharp pair of cutters or a pair of scissors, which again I never have, I'm going to trim that off. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue and I'm going to go right on that knot in there And we just want to make sure that that knot doesn't go anywhere. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on there. To measure for a bracelet, what you want to do is you're going to take a measuring tape and you're going to go around your wrist and you want to find what your comfortable size is. So if my wrist measurement is 7.5 inches long, I want to deduct 1.5 inches, which is approximately what this will all sort of make up at the end. So that means that I need to make this 6 inches long. But of course, I can't just measure like this because then we're going to end up with something offset. So I want to take the middle of this, which is right in the square in the middle of these two, and I'm going to place it right at the 3. Now this is only if your measurement is for a 7.5 inch wrist. So you're going to have to do some math. So whatever your comfortable measurement of your wrist is, you want to deduct 1.5 inches, and that should give you the size that you want. So I'm going to take this middle section and I'm going to place it right on the 3, and I'm going to go up here to the 6. And I just sort of measure that with my thumbnails, and I'm going to give that a little snip. And you can see that we have lots here, so we're pretty good. So now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to place it on the 3, and then I'm going to go back up to the 6 and then give that a trim. So now you can see if I measure this, I have 6 inches, and when I add my ends on, that will come up to my 7.5 inches that we need. Now I'm going to take my ends and I want to place these on. These little end caps have 2 different patterns on them, so you have to decide which side you want. So I'm going to use this side as my up part that you can see. So I'm going to place these on the end, and then I'm going to give them a scrunch. Now if you didn't like having these with a sort of scrunch down look, you could glue them, but I probably wouldn't use GS Hypo. I don't know if it's strong enough. I would probably use like the E6000 or the Super New Glue, something like that, maybe Loctite. So I'm just going to scrunch these on both sides. You can see I'm not crimping up at the top. I don't want to squish this part of it. And now I'm going to go to the opposite side, and I want to make sure I've got the same pattern going the same direction. You know what though, honestly, if you didn't, nobody would ever notice, but I just like to show you the way that it should be done. And now I'm going to turn that over. And these are pretty tight. They're not going to go anywhere. Now I want to add my endings. So on one end, I'm going to use 1 jump ring. And the way that I'm going to open that is I'm going to put the little slit at the top, and I want to put my pliers on one side and my bent chain nose pliers on the other, and then open in opposite movement. And I'm going to run that through the end. And then I want to take my toggle and make sure that the hammered part is facing up, because that's the part that we're going to see. So then I flip my pliers over, and then I'm going to get in here and I'm going to tighten that up nice and tight by just kind of going back and forth and jiggling it until it sort of works its way into the perfect position. And now, one of the things you have to make sure when you're doing up your, or putting your toggles on, is you have to allow for some room for movement. If you only put 1 jump ring on and then put your end on, you wouldn't be able to get this inside there. There's just not enough room. So I always add 3 jump rings on. So that also will give you that flexibility that you need. So now I'm going to just open up 3 of these jump rings. And so I slipped 1 in, and then I put 1 inside the other. And then I've got 1 more here. So now when I put on my final jump ring, I want to make sure that I'm watching the direction that I'm going. So I'm going to pop that one on, and then I want to have this going up, just like the other side. We want to have them both going in the same direction and get this done up nice and tight. The last thing that I want to do is I'm going to take a little bit of GS Hypo, and I want to put just a little dab right here. And you could put just a little dab right there. Not too much. We don't want to see it really. I just want to make sure that these knots aren't going anywhere. And just a little bit there. And I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'll show you my completed pieces. So there you go. There's our 3 completed pieces. This one is our antique gray. That is the natural black. And this one is the natural antique brown. And you'll have your choice also, if you decide to buy a kit, of the antique silver or the antique bronze. So I love this one. I think it's going to be a classic. And look at how cute that looks. Super, super nice on. It goes with everything, and it whips up in no time at all. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from everybody. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do so. This will be available in kit form. You just go down to the description box below this video, and there'll be a link that takes you to my fully secure website. I want to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.